Should we limit the protesting?
I'm not sure what you mean. How do we say limit the protesting?
Should government limit the protesting?
I don't think that's relevant to.
Well, you just said if it increases the spread of the virus. I'm just asking, should we limit it?
Well, I'm not in a position to determine what the government can do in a forceful way.
Well, you make all kinds of recommendations. You make comments on dating, on baseball, on everything you can imagine. I'm just asking you just said that protests increase the spread. I'm just asking you, should we try to limit the protests?
No, I think I would leave that to people who have more of a position to do that.
今日美国网站称，乔丹是美国总统特朗普在国会最忠实的拥护者之一，最近经常公开批评福奇的工作。听证会结束后，特朗普在推特上发文称赞乔丹在听证会上表现很好，他同时也称赞福奇在听证会上表达了很好的观点。
Does wearing a mask give people COVID-19?
Does wearing a mask give it? No.
Okay.
Not to my knowledge.
All right. Is COVID-19 a hoax?
No.
Can people cure themselves of COVID-19 by injecting themselves with disinfectant or bleach? I'm sorry?
No.
可以看得出来，这一连番提问让福奇感到有些哭笑不得。对此，杰米·拉斯金7月31号在参加听证会之后，接受微软全国广播公司 MSNBC 的采访时回应说，他希望用这样的方式来澄清美国近期流传的各种关于新冠肺炎疫情的虚假信息。他喊话美国政府不要再对这些误导大众的不实言论和日益严重的疫情置之不理，否则这就像是让美国民众去送死。
Louis Gohmert, and he is himself sick, and he's blaming it on the mask. He says the problem is, I think I wore a mask the last couple of days. He was trying to blame it on the fact that we were insisting that people wear masks. Herman Cain died after going to the Tulsa, Oklahoma rally with Donald Trump. They're just letting these people go. It's like a policy of mass human sacrifice.
杰米·拉斯金说，美国县政府把自己抗疫不力的责任甩给中国，不仅荒唐，而且对美国有效抗击疫情毫无帮助。他强调，甩锅中国不应该成为美国的抗疫方案。
What do you learn from today's hearing?
It's been a nightmare from the beginning, and it was clear to me from today that they still have no plan, and their plan was, as they demonstrated at the beginning of the hearing, is to blame China, which is not only absurd but ineffectual because Donald Trump praised China's performance 37 times in February, March, and April. And I've submitted them all of the documents to demonstrate that Trump was their biggest defender. Now they decide that's their best hand to play is to try to blame China for it. But obviously, blaming other governments, blaming China is not a plan.
Can you help us understand why? While Europe has largely contained the virus, the United States has seen a continued rise in new cases.
If you look at what happened in Europe when they shut down or locked down or went to shelter in place, however you want to describe it, they really did it to the tune of about 95+% of the country did that. When you actually look at what we did, even though we shut down, we really functionally shut down only about 50% in the sense of the totality of the country.
克莱伯恩引用美国总统特朗普的话说，美国确诊病例远超欧洲，是因为美国接受检测的人数太多。他询问福奇是否同意特朗普的观点，福奇表示仍然坚持自己的判断，即美国疫情防控不到位才是病例居高不下的主因。
I stand by my previous statement that the increase in cases was due to a number of factors, one of which was that in the attempt to reopen, that in some situations states did not abide strictly by the guidelines that the task force and the White House had put out, and others that even did abide by it, the people in the state actually were congregating in crowds and not wearing masks.
There are people who get really angry at thinking that I'm interfering with their life because I'm pushing a public health agenda. I mean, the kind of not only hate mail, but actual serious threats against me are not good. I don't really see how society does that. I mean, it's tough. I mean, serious threats against me. I mean, against my family, my daughters, my wife. I mean, really? Is this the United States of America? But it's real.
美国有线电视新闻网25号报道称，美国新克莱广播集团旗下的地方电视台将播出宣扬新冠病毒阴谋论的节目。目前，节目已经在网络发布。节目宣称，知名流行病学家、白宫冠状病毒应对工作组关键成员福奇制造了新冠病毒。新克莱广播集团是美国最大的电视网络之一，旗下拥有数百家地方电视台。一项调查显示，对于许多美国人而言，本地新闻是其获取有关疫情信息的重要来源。针对福奇的攻击并不止于此。美国全国广播公司此前曾报道说，白宫方面企图削弱福奇的公信力。有白宫官员整理了一份福奇之前发表的犯错言论清单，将其发给媒体。报道同时指出，白宫的行动不是在对抗疫情，更像是一场针对反对者展开的政治运动。
说，一位白宫官员整理了一份福奇之前发表的言论清单，并将它发给媒体。白宫官员的做法特别类似政坛人士为打击对手而向媒体喂黑料的行为，这招致不少网友反感。有网友表示，福奇是英雄和爱国者，也是防止新冠肺炎疫情恶化的人。美国政府试图诋毁福奇博士的做法令人厌恶。也有网友评论，白宫正处心积虑打击福奇，因为他尽了最大努力讲出真相。科学有时难以辨别真相，我们的确会在一些问题上失误。新冠病毒没有在复活节前消失，它不会像奇迹一样消失，注射漂白剂也不能治愈它。实际上，福奇那些言论都基于当时所能获得的最优数据，且大部分曾受到美国总统特朗普及白宫高官认可。现在，白宫却转而针对福奇翻起旧账。网友表示，福奇每次都是对的，但他现在被边缘化了。他是世界上最好的病毒学家之一。如果我们从一开始就听福奇博士的话，我们今天可能已经去看棒球比赛了。美国民众认为福奇更值得信赖，也得到了数据的佐证。纽约时报上月底发布的民调显示，67%的美国民众表示信任福奇提供的疫情信息。